Would GBP continue to move up, or is it just going to create head and shoulder and then return from right here? We don't know yet, but one thing that we know is that we are currently riding this opportunity, and we know that anything be the case, this is what is happening. How many of you remember this trade in our last video where we were actually moving 4,000 to about what is it called, 100,000 in a year? This trade is still ongoing. The market is still going on. As you can see, like we said in the last video, we saw this wonderful trade over here where this market was actually pulling back for the 4-hour order block into the 4-hour order block, which is around here. So we saw the market and we were like, okay, if this market is supposed to bounce from here, come back here, and then it should continue because it has already broken our structure, and then we have our order block right here. So when we come into the order block, then we need to bounce right from there. And that is exactly what you are seeing right here, because from the previous early, this market has been moving in the higher direction, creating lower lows and lower high. But right now, what we can see is that the market is actually bouncing off. Like we said, we just look for change of character right from the below here, and then we enter the market. Like I said, I'm anticipating that this market should bounce off from here and then reach here. Why is that? Why am I anticipating that? When you go to the weekly candlestick or the monthly chart, you are going to see that there is a lot of liquidity over here. So as you can see, this is for the weekly. You can see that I already have a lot of liquidities drawn over here, and then we also have our order block right here. So we are thinking that if anything at all, point of interest is very close. Point of interest is very close, like the market moving into this point of interest is very close than just returning from there. But nonetheless, anything can happen in this market. This market is already in the downtrend, so we need to take note of that. You need to take note of that this market has already been creating higher lows like that. It has been creating this, and as you can see, we have a break of structure here. And what we are actually trading right now, it is the pullback phase, of this break of structure, the pullback phase of this break of structure. So it is an internal pullback. So what we are actually anticipating is that the market comes here and then drops to continue this wonderful trade. But then if that doesn't happen and then the market closes above here, then we know that the market has actually changed character on the monthly time frame too, and then it will bounce back in, then we continue higher. But if none of those things happens, then we think that the market will still have to continue all the way down like this. So there are two things that are going to be happening right now on the lower time frame, such as the daily. So on the daily, we are anticipating that we should be finding for ourselves the change of character, which is here. Over here, we should be looking for something like head and shoulder. Yeah, something like this. Then the market continues to drop, break the neckline, come back, and then continue to drop all the way down. But if none of those things happens, then I think that one thing that is going to happen is that this market is supposed to just continue from here like that and continue to break, because it has already broken a structure right here. It has broken a structure here, come back into the order block, and then it should continue like that. So we are anticipating for two things, but before that happens, we need to see a change of character on the lower time frame. If we see a change of character on the lower time frame, like what the 4H is doing right now, the 4H is actually making a very nice uptrend, as we can see. So what we have to do is just wait patiently for this market, and then unless we see the market make a change of character on the 1 hour in any of these zones, in any of these zones over here, then we'll follow the market all the way down. If it doesn't, then it's going to continue because there are a lot of liquidities here as well, and we are 4-hour order block is up there. So like with that being said, this is the technical analysis, and this is all that we need to be looking out for. So I go to 1 hour. If you go to 1 hour, what we do is that we are still in the trade anyway, but we are securing all of our funds, because when the market continues to make this higher high and higher low, higher high, higher low, what you expect from the market is that the market should at least maintain these lows. You get it? These lows are supposed to be maintained. So if the lows are not maintained, then it means that the market has already changed character. So one thing that I'm anticipating is that this market should actually bounce off from here again into this, then create something like this, go back like this, then we can continue the downflow. Then we'll know that we are having the head and shoulder as is said in the higher time frame. But otherwise, anything aside that is not a signal for me to get out of this market. So this market is still, the trade is still live, the trade is still going on, and we are enjoying a bit of profit. Right now. As you can see, this is the profit that you are seeing right now currently. This is the profit that is running. It is still running right now currently. So don't worry, we'll be showing you any other thing that you need to know on this same market. We'll be showing you everything that you need to know. But right now, if you have been trading with me, I think that it is time that we secure our position. You can secure your position by putting your stop loss right here. So if this market comes and break and take you out, you still be in a little bit of profit. Or if you want to be more conservative, more aggressive, you can just put your stop loss right here, because this movement, when it comes and break it all the way down, then we can now continue to leave the market. But don't leave the market right now. Don't take profit right now. The market should tell you when to get out. This is discipline. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel and make sure that you turn on the notification bell. And it's your boy, Mr. Lawful, once again, and this is Smart K Rich K channel. Thank you.